Welcome back. The next thing we're going to review today, we're going to review word problems. Think about those word problems that you've seen in math. In third grade, there are several types of problems that you need to be able to solve before you're ready for fourth grade. So we're going to go over those word problems to make sure you are ready for fourth grade. You're going to have to do some addition word problems, subtraction, multiplication, division. Sometimes you're going to have to do more than one of those. It's called a two-step word problem. You're going to have to do addition and subtraction or addition and multiplication. Okay, so the first thing that I want to tell you when you're thinking about a word problem is, one, read the entire problem. That is very important. You need to read the whole thing. And then two, pretend it's real life. Pretend that that word problem is actually happening. And then think about what you would do to solve that problem. When you just look at all the numbers, sometimes it confuses your brain and you're wondering, what am I supposed to do with all these numbers? But if you picture that word problem actually happening, it will be a lot easier for your brain to walk yourself through those steps. Okay, so let's start with this first question. Scott scored 21 points during his first game and 33 points during his second game. How many points did he score all together? So he scored 21, then he scored 33, and now we're trying to figure out how many points he scored all together. When you see those words all together, it should give you a hint. It will tell you what you're going to do. And hopefully you said you are going to add those numbers. Trying to figure out how many he scored all together, you're going to add 21 plus 33, and you're going to get 54. So the answer is 54 points. He scored 54 points all together. All right. And this is our next question. If the total weight of one plate is 8 grams, so think about a plate, like a plate you can eat on, 8 grams, okay? One plate is 8 grams. What is the total weight of 9 plates? So if you had 9 plates that look just like that, what would be the total weight? If you want, you can draw 9 plates. It's a lot of drawing. You can draw 9 plates and you can put an 8 in all of those, and you can do 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 all the way until you get to the last plate. Or you can just do 8 plates or 8 grams times 9 plates. That equals 72. So your answer is 72 grams. You got 8 grams times 9 plates, and you get 72 grams. Okay, so that one was multiplication. Now we're going to move on to this question. I want you to picture if you had 36 donuts. If 36 donuts are divided evenly into 6 baskets, how many donuts are in each basket? If you want, you can draw 6 baskets. Those are my 6 baskets. I have 36 donuts, and I can divide them evenly, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way till I get to 36, because I'm dividing them. That takes a little bit of time, so I'm going to do it a different way. I'm just going to do 36 divided by 6 baskets equals how many donuts in each basket? 36 divided by 6 is 6. So the answer is 6 donuts in each basket. Okay. All right, here's our next question. Shelby has 5 milliliters of red food coloring, 18 milliliters of green food coloring, and 17 milliliters of yellow food coloring. She needs 50 milliliters of food coloring to make her delicious icing. How much more food coloring does she need? So the question's asking us, how much more does she need? Well, first, we need to figure out how much she has, because we know she has 5 milliliters of red, 18 milliliters of green, 17 milliliters of yellow. So how many milliliters is that all together? So we're going to solve that by adding 5 plus 17 plus 18. Okay, go ahead and solve that. See if you can solve it. And tell me what you get. Hopefully you got 40. 40 milliliters is how much food coloring she has. So she has 40 milliliters. She needs 50 milliliters to make her icing. So how much more does she need? This is very important. How much more? Whenever you see something that says how much more, that usually means that you're going to subtract. So you're going to do 50 minus 40, and you're going to get 10 milliliters. How much more food coloring does she need? Well, she has 40. If she gets 10 more, then she'll be at 50. So the answer is 10 milliliters. 10 milliliters. That one is a little bit tricky because it required 2 steps. You had to add all those numbers and then you had to subtract. Okay, this next question. Frank had 2 $5 bills. His younger sister, Stephanie, had a $10 bill. They combined their money to buy a gift for their father that cost $12. How much change did they receive? Okay, this is a lot of steps, so we got to figure this out. First, we need to figure out how much money they actually have. Because Frank has 2 $5 bills and Stephanie has a $10 bill. So we need to add all that money up. 2 $5 bills, that's $10. Right? 2 $5 bills. Plus, Stephanie also has a $10 bill. So $10 plus $10 equals $20. So $20 is not the answer. $20 is how much money they have. Then it says they combined their money. So combined, they have $20 to buy a gift for their father that costs $12. So they have $20 and they need to buy this gift that costs $12. And the question says, how much change did they receive? So let's say you go to the store, you have 20 bucks. Whatever you're going to buy is $12. You give them 20. It only costs 12. How much change are they going to give back to you? Think about it. Is the number going to be bigger than 20 or smaller than 20? It's going to be smaller than 20 because if you give them $20, they're not going to give you more than $20 back, right? So you have $20. It costs $12, so you got to subtract that. And whatever you get is going to be how much change you receive. So you can't do 0 minus 2. You got to borrow. And do 10 minus 2 is 8. 0 or 1 minus 1 is 0. So the answer is $8. You give them $20. It only costs $12, so they give you $8 back. Okay. All right. This is the last one that we're going to do. Listen carefully. This one's a little tricky. Fred buys 3 packs of hot dogs. So I'm just going to draw the pack of hot dogs because I don't want to get confused. So he bought 3 packs of hot dogs. Each pack contains 6 hot dogs. So there's 6 hot dogs in there, 6 hot dogs in there, and 6 hot dogs in there. Fred and his brother, so 2 people, eat the same amount of hot dogs. There are no hot dogs left over. How many hot dogs did Fred eat? Okay, so first we probably need to figure out how many hot dogs are there. We have 6, 6, and 6. So how many hot dogs is that? You can do 6 plus 6 plus 6, or you can do 6 times 3. So you figure out that there are 18 hot dogs. 18 total hot dogs. Okay. Fred and his brother, so 2 people, eat the same amount of hot dogs. So you're going to do 18 hot dogs divided by 2 people because it says there are no hot dogs left over to figure out how many hot dogs Fred ate. Okay. So if you have 18 hot dogs total divided by 2 people, each person is going to get 9 hot dogs. So our friend Fred is going to have 9 hot dogs and he's going to be very sick because that's a lot of hot dogs to eat. So as you do these problems, I want you to think about it actually happening. Think about Fred actually buying 3 packs of hot dogs with 6 in each one, and that will help you to realize, oh, there are 18 hot dogs. He's going to divide it by 2 because him and his brother are going to eat them. You can draw a picture if you need to. However, whatever is easier for you to solve the problems, but make sure, number 1, you read the entire problem. Number 2, write it out, draw a picture, make sense of it. And then number 3, check your answer. Does that make sense? Could Fred have eaten 9 hot dogs if there were 18 hot dogs total? Yeah, that totally makes sense. Okay, there is a worksheet that you can do to practice some more word problems to make sure you are ready for 4th grade. Good luck with that.